Giants, UFOs, spiritual entities, and cursed islands. These are the stories and legends of Solomon's Island. Solomon Island consists of 1,000 isles that makes up the structure. This is ancient ruined structures and also a site for where World War II took place. Many battles and many tragedies have occurred on the island, and there are still remnants of a past history that is shrouded with war and violence that plagues the land of Solomon. Those who are native to Solomon Island claim that Solomon Island is inhabited by giants. They say that these giants are up to 200 plus feet tall and that they are covered in long black dreadlocks. They also have many accounts of seeing lights over Solomon Island, lights that can be attributed to what we call UFOs. During some of the research done in the 1900s, workers claim that one of their machinery had broke down. The machinery contained a heavy blade that was used for digging, and they said they had left it overnight. When they returned to the dig site the next morning, they say that the blade was moved a significant amount of feet and that there were giant footsteps left behind. In 1907, during the European colonization of Micronesia, German Governor Victor Berg visited Namadal, and despite warnings from the natives, he visited many temples that were said to have haunted history. The governor took it as hocus pocus and started opening tombs that belonged to some of the ancient rulers. The rest of the night was filled with paranormal activity, and the next day, the governor was unalive. The cause of death was said to be sunstroke and heat exhaustion. A part of Solomon Island is actually submerged underwater and is what the locals call Kanimwiso, which is known as City of the Gods. It is possibly an advanced underwater base, and locals have left this part of the island uninhabited for more than 400 years. Aside from the giants, the UFOs, and the cursed ruins that the natives talk about, they also have talks of some islands actually vanishing. In October 2012, scientists on a research ship between Australia and New Caledonia set course for an island called Sandy. They followed the coordinates and realized the island was actually gone. Digital data showed that the island was 15 miles long and 3 miles wide, which was the size of Manhattan, and they said that there was actually no evidence of a sunken landmass. So it begs the question, where did this island actually go to? Another island that disappeared was said to be home to otherworldly beings, according to the natives, and that island was known as Hy-brasil, which is in the North Atlantic 200 miles west of Ireland, which is the home of the Tuatha De Danann, which are the ones who created the Isle of Man. The Isle of Man was said to be founded by these otherworldly beings who descended from heaven on a cloud of mist. It was said that the Tuatha De Danann, according to the Christian era, were kicked out of heaven because of their knowledge and their sorcery, but pre-Christian texts say different. Witness testimonies date back to the 14th century when the island of Hy-brasil was actually depicted on a map. It is said to have been over 600 years since anyone has actually seen the island. In 1325 is when the island was actually discovered. In 1497, another explorer recorded his trip to the island of Hy-brasil as well. In 1674, an Irish captain found silver and gold on the island, and he claimed that he got this silver and gold from an old mysterious man. He also said that the island was inhabited by giants. He claimed that these giants were in the form of black rabbits, and this captain was Captain John Nisbet. There is no doubt that the island of Hy-brasil has been witnessed by many. It is said that the island is protected by spiritual powers, and these spiritual powers have advanced technology to where they can cloak the entire island and have it be invisible to the naked eye. Other eyewitness testimonies lay claims that the island of Hy-brasil was preoccupied by fairies, gods, goddesses, demigods, leprechauns, glowing people, and other strange creatures and beings. Even one of the first Irish historians named Roderick O'Flaherty wrote about the island of Hy-brasil in 1684. He also said that the island was magical and it was enchanted. The mysterious island of Hy-brasil was last to have been seen in 1872 by author T.J. Westropp and his crew. They said that they saw the island and then it just vanished.